had fun with this one. Thought my camera's broken and the sound wasn't recording, so I'm going to do a voiceover on this. Getting ready to just decorate the box with papers. I've chosen the same ones that have gone on the drawer front, and I figured the easiest way to do this would be to measure it with pencil and then cut it. Now that's a 8 by 8 inch piece, and it's 2 3/4 inches. Fits perfectly, the 8 inches across. So I'm going to cut the one for the side here at the bottom and another one for the side at the bottom, and the 2.5 inches that's left fits at the top perfectly. Just got to take a little bit off the front there for the top part. That'll fit nicely. Next, black soot ink. Just give a quick going around the edges, not too much. Bit of red line tape. God, could you imagine if this was in real time and not speeded up 3 times faster? How boring would this be? So just putting the red line tape on the edges there, and then a strip down the middle just for extra security. Make sure it sticks on well. Get that tape backing off, and then get the glue. Easy peasy, on it goes. Give it a quick squish with the bone folder, and then the same for this one. There you go, those two done. Get the lumps out. Now for the other side. Exactly the same. That piece was already cut, and the other piece I also cut from another sheet of 8 by 8. Right, at the front I had to use a 12 by 12 sheet. I'd already used a bit for the drawer. This was what was left over. It's absolutely loads. And when you cut this, cut the shortest bit first. Don't cut the whole length off the side, because you'll need the rest of it for the back. Fits nicely. Little bit of ink. Make sure you get those corners. Decide which way is up and mark it if you have to. We all know me, I forget everything. Double-sided sticky tape, bit of glue, on it goes. Put the drawer back in, see how that looks. It needs something else at the front. I'll think about that, but for now, the back. This is the leftover piece from the 12 by 12. Which way up? Yep, that'll be it. Mark it one way, mark the height, cut it down. Don't forget to ink the edges. And then tape and glue, and on it goes. Now here's what was missing at the front. I had these little metal pieces, folded them at a right angle with my bone folder. Figured that looks actually pretty nice. Epoxy resin glue has to be the one for this. Trouble is, it stinks and it's so messy. So I've got my pokey tool, poked the holes, and then found some little, I've had them years, little brads by Paper Mania, and they're like in a rosy copper colour, gold and silver. So I picked the gold ones, made sure there was plenty, well, not too much epoxy resin on the back, and get ready. Baby wipes handy, bit of tissue handy, and then out comes the glue. And the glove. Have to have the glove. And always stick it back on with an elastic band just to keep the top on safe. Give it a good mix up. And remember, don't put the glue on here and then put the brads on. Put the glue on both the pieces because it does dry very, very quickly. And that's what the baby wipe's for. Not just to get the glue off my fingers, but just to clean up a little bit around the edges where the glue seeps out. Get the other one on ready. Make sure those holes are lined up nicely so the brads will go in easily. That was easy. That was easy. You know what's coming, don't you? Next two, not so easy. It did not want to go in. I was laughing at this point, but I didn't swear. Making sure that glue's all cleaned up nicely. And now for the other side, lining up the holes. Drop some brads. There we go. That's my dog snoring. He's had a hard night. We had thunderstorms. So there we go. That's all the brads in. And I will turn the little legs in at the back. Now to get rid of this. It's dried already. And it does smell. Okay. Now put the paper on the top. Chosen this one, but I'm not so sure. We'll see.